agents and brokers. Who are the agents? Agents are individuals that have. Agents are not brokers. Agents are middleman between the buyers and the sellers. They are in between the buyers and the sellers. That's why we call them agents or brokers. They break the deal. They ensure that both buyers and sellers are able to reach an agreement. So they are the one in the middle of that transaction. That's why we call them agents. Just someone an agent is now. So an agent is an intermediary that brings the buyers and the sellers together. Is it clear?
Yes.
So yeah, I said agents are used in the market because they have deep understanding about how the market works. They help businesses to reduce the risk of entering a new market. Most of the time, businesses would want to start or expand their production by entering a new market. But to do that, they might need someone who understands how the market works. So they need someone who understands it, so they could use agents. So they pay the agents because the agents know more about the market. It becomes easier for them. So the risk of entering the new market will reduce. Please get the point here. Businesses use agents most of the time because they don't have deep understanding about how the market works. Deal with the customers. They know how to deal with the customers better. You have a business here in Tripoli, but you want to expand your business to Istanbul. It might be difficult for you to understand how the market works there. As a result, you need someone there or an agency there that will explain, that will be able to do the transaction better for you. So that will reduce the risk that is involved in entering the new market. Do we get it? So choosing the appropriate distribution channel. We're still on distribution channel. What are those factors that I put into consideration when you are choosing the channel of distribution you want to use? That's the question, that's the point. The first one, the nature of the product. The kind of product you produce will determine if you need more channel of distribution or not. The bakeries, like for example the bakeries, you bake your bread, immediately sell to the consumer. You might not need retailers or wholesalers. Do you get it? Some products you don't need wholesalers, some products you don't need retailers. So these products you just get them immediately. Do we get the point here? So these kind of products, the kind of products you produce will determine the kind of distribution channel you use. Do we get the first point? The second point, cost. You have to put into consideration the amount to spend in cost of distribution of products. So businesses will try to find distribution channels that are cheaper, so that their costs can reduce and they can make more profit. Do you understand? If you know that selling to customers or wholesalers will be better for your business, you sell to the wholesalers. For example, there are some businesses that need large production. As a result, they might think of, instead of them having large space to put products, they prefer to sell to wholesalers. So the wholesalers will be the ones that have the large spaces that they can put their products, like the plants and machinery, like the generator sets and the rest. Businesses might not have that big premises to keep all these products, but wholesalers will have, because wholesalers will sell to large numbers of retailers. Do you get the point here? So it depends on the kind of product you produce. So the kind of product you produce, based on how cheap the distribution channel is, will determine the kind of distribution channel you use. Is it clear? Yes. Cost is about how cheap your distribution channel is before you choose either to use a wholesaler, to use a retailer, or to sell directly to consumer. The third was the market. When we talk about the market, we have the mass market, we have the niche market. So basically the mass market, where you have which is attractive to large numbers of consumers and large numbers of producers. That's the mass market, right? So in the mass market, you need your products to reach as much as possible people. How can you do this? You need to do this through what? Using different channels of distribution. Maybe you have to use the wholesaler, the retailer, or the consumer before you get to the consumer. Get to know what I'm talking about here. The market, especially if it's the mass market, you need to sell to large numbers of customers. You are producing in the market that is competitive. What do you do? That will allow you to be able to reach those customers. That means you might need to use the first stage of distribution, which means you produce the product. The more the product can reach customers, the more customers you have. If your products are not reaching all your customers, then you might not be selling as others who are able to use the right channel of distribution. So for a mass market, you might need to use all the channels of distribution because the kind of market you have is a market that is competitive. Do you understand? So we're talking about the factors that determine the kind of channel you use when you are distributing your products. The last one is the control. Some businesses want to have control over what they do. So, for example, like maybe you buy a generator set. They want to be the one to install the generator set for you. The company will be the one to do the installation. The company will be the one to do the servicing. They don't want to lose nothing about it. Do you get what we're talking about here? So, they want to have deep, absolute control about what they do. As a result, they will not allow intermediaries. So, they want to sell directly to consumers. You buy from us, as soon as you buy from us, we install it for you, we maintain it for you. Don't give it to anyone. Do you get what I'm saying here? Yes. These businesses, we are talking about factors that determine the kind of distribution channel we use. One of them is control. Some businesses want to have absolute control about what they do. About the markets, we talk about the mass market or the niche market. Businesses that produce in the mass market, they might need to use all the channels of distribution. Why? Because they need to reach a lot of customers. Cost. Businesses should try to minimize, they want to minimize costs. Because if you cannot minimize costs, then you won't make profits. In the course of you being able to minimize your costs, that is where your profit will come into place. So businesses could choose certain distribution channel because of how cheap this distribution channel is. The next one, the nature of the product. The kind of product you produce will determine the kind of distribution channel you use.